Sag, it's Aces week, baby. What's up? What's going on? As you can see, we have the Aces on the board today. Ace of Swords, Ace of Wands, Ace of Cups, Ace of Pentacles. So I like to do an Aces read whenever we enter a new season or the new year. Great time to do that. So if you're in the Northern Hemisphere, we have now entered the summer, or we have been in the summer for the past couple of weeks. And if you're in the Southern Hemisphere, your winter. Yeah, regardless, good time to do an Aces. What are the Aces? So in tarot, more often than not, people think, oh, new opportunity coming towards me, or I'm creating it for myself. Cool. The second type is actually the most common. Those are renewed Aces. Stuff we already have in play in our lives, and we keep it going ideally because it's working for us. And if not, we want to know that too. So hopefully I should see a mix of new, and then also renewed. Yeah? All right, we're going to start with that Ace of Swords. Any new thoughts, insights, and then therefore actions? Ongoing thoughts, beliefs, and actions. Let's see that Ace of Swords, please, for Sag. Let's see that Ace of Swords, please, for Sag. Leo had a fantastic mix of aces that were coming in, brand new, and stuff that would not be renewed. Ace of Swords. Show me the Ace of Swords. Show me the Ace of Swords. Show me the Ace of Swords. Let's do one more. Show me the Ace of Swords, please, for Sag. What's up? Two of Swords, confusion, the Hanged Man, Ten of Swords. Something here is exquisitely painful. You are aware of this. We haven't done anything with it. It's under Hanged Man. Perspective is needed. We have a lot of confusion here. Two of Swords, and it's threatening. It's a very threatening feeling. It's a sense of pain. Pain is inevitable surrounding a thought and or action. What is this, please? Is this a new thought? Or is this something that you know we need to take action towards, but because it feels threatening in nature, we have yet to do so? What is this? What is this, please? Show me this. What is it? It's a thought that cuts very sharply. But the action has been suspended. Saying we don't know enough about how to handle this or what to do with it. That's fair. Let's take a look. You want to know what you're doing before you do it, right? What's going on? Three of Swords, pain. Ace of Swords, truth. Six of Cups. There is an outstanding truth, and I mean an outstanding truth. It's going to hit you pretty soon. You say this is a confusing subject. You're aware of it, but you don't feel that you can do anything with it yet. Ace of Swords is here. In truth, you will understand what you need to do in the future. So while the thought is not new, the action will be. You're saying that there's a connection here. Six of Cups, you've known it a long time. Okay, precious memories. I mean, real in-life memories. Okay, emotional memories. Memories. Someone whom you've known for a while. You're saying it's causing a great deal of conflict. A lot. Three of Swords is rejection. I don't know that that's necessarily romantic in nature. The Six of Cups, that's up to you. That could be anybody. A childhood friend. A family member. I don't know. That would explain all the extreme sort of hesitation surrounding it, and I'm not convinced I need to do anything. But you had the looming threat that something must be done here with the Ten of Swords, and it made you extremely uncomfortable. Therefore, it was a pending action. Strong thought. Strong feeling. Pending action. Eventually, that action will come out of pending. I see you enacting silence on a connection. A Six of Cups. It must be. And it says it hurts you to do it. I believe you. These things are never easy. When you finalize this thought, I do not know. Could be towards the end of the month. Let's call it 4 weeks, 3 to 4 weeks. Okay. There it is. It's the truth, and I'll grant you it's an uncomfortable one. Okay? And it's going to hurt. But there is a sense of rejection and betrayal from someone who was close to you. These things, like I said, are never easy. It makes me think that this person, I don't know that it's romantic. The kind of hesitation, this can't be right, this can't be right. Just, I need to think about it some more. Although it could be. But eventually you'll know what to do with that sword. I do believe, bare minimum, if you're not cutting this person out of your life, then you're at least using silence. Okay? And maybe it's not a permanent cut. Maybe it's not a permanent letting go. Maybe it's not a permanent parting of ways. But it could be silence. And perhaps that's the course of action that's needed here. Okay? That's an uncomfortable truth, but you're handling it admirably in terms of what to do. There's something in this about how it affects you. And there is also this thought in here that it will continue, excuse me, that's my list. It will continue to do so if you allow it to stay in your life. So it may not be a permanent cutting, such as I said, but bare minimum, it's rejection based on silence, if nothing else. Think of it as a temporary measure when you get to that point. Okay? It may not always be that way, but for now, perhaps that is the best course of action. Okay? It doesn't mean these things are easy. No. That's a strong truth. And I can see that you've been working with it. But eventually you're going to feel the pressure to do something. But that pressure comes from self-preservation. Not because you're trying to be mean or cruel. It's also like I'm trying to minimize any more future impact too. Okay? Ace of Wands. Show me the Ace of Wands. Show me the Ace of Wands. Let's see the Ace of Wands. It's powerful. And from what I can tell, honey, you're making the decision that's correct for you. And that's all I care about, all right? It may be temporary silence. That's fine. But it's looking like you need some sort of mental space between yourself and that connection, all right? All right, Ace of Wands. Let's see the Ace of Wands. Show me the Ace of Wands. Show me the Ace of Wands. I'm determined to keep the Aces reading short this week, as these are technically bonuses, because I'm actually here, but on vacation. And oh boy, did I have to scramble to find the time. But you know what? I was like, let's do a little something. Let's do a little something. Aces is perfect. All right, there you go. Yeah. Good. Drawing attention away from this, let's focus on other things. I completely agree. Ace of Wands, Page of Wands, Nine of Pentacles, Strength. This is beautiful. I love this. You are looking to be inspired and with a certain strength of will. This is actually marked fairly soon. Now. This is coming in for you now. You want to be open to a sense of prosperity, fulfillment, direction, focus, strength of will. I love this. This is beautiful. You're looking to do something for yourself specifically. You just marked yourself as an individual here. You're saying, I'm a force of nature. Here I'm seeing strength in the positive, not in the negative. That's the whole of the lecture. I don't want to go into it, but strength can be positive or negative. Let's not forget that. That's true for all cards in tarot. Okay. But with a certain strength of will that says, I must be me. I love that. That's very you. Very you. It's like, I have got to be me. Now, I don't know what that means, but you're doing a little hair flip too. I have to be me. I love it. Okay. It's so you. That is 100% sad. Okay. That is so sad. Okay. Look at that. I got to be me. What does that mean? What are you trying to do for your own sense of fulfillment here? Based on experience, wisdom, and insight about who the heck you are. Page of Wands, the opening feeling specifically to something bigger. Are you looking to contribute yourself? Build up, right? Yourself and in your environment with the Nine of Pentacles there. What are you trying to do? What are you interested in? What are you trying to do? Light of Path, Ace of Wands is hope. Hope, first and foremost, the Ace of Wands is hope, which comes in the form of inspiration, creativity, passion. What are you looking to see in yourself? What are you looking to acquire for yourself? You want to be strong, yeah? Perhaps some of you are taking up some sort of it's physical. Your energy is looking physical. I want to be strong. Or some of you looking to literally build yourself up in terms of healthy exercise. I don't know, but it's very physical. I want more physical energy. I want to be stronger. I want to be more secure. Any of those things, yeah? Independence for you is a given. So what is this? Fool. The Four of Wands. Oh, the Queen of Cups. Oh. Yes, you're really trying to demonstrate independence of the self. I want to look strong. I want to feel strong. I want to look my best. Nine of Pentacles, Strength, Page of Wands. It's super simple. And I'm like, cool. What's all that build up for, though? What are you doing for you? And he's like, well, it's not just about me, though. You are coming across as, look at me, I'm secure. I'm pretty good. I'm a pretty good catch. And you do seem to be concentrating on your own personal sense of physical energy and presentation. I was like, cool. Where's that going? You want to be seen. You want to be seen as a candidate. As something. As someone who is vital, energetic. Someone who is strong, independent. Okay, well-to-do. It's like, what are you getting yourself all shined up for? I like it. The Fool, Four of Wands, Queen of Cups. You know, whatever. Just, I'm open to it. So, okay. Unlike Leo, I'm going to compare it to, there was a sense of opening up to love at once kind of sense of surprise. You're like, I kind of have someone in mind, because I got a very specific figure showing up over that Four of Wands. You're showing me a new beginning and what looks like a pretty solid relationship, or you hope it will be. Again, hope, just beginning with the Fool. Four of Wands, Queen of Cups. We want to open ourselves up to, specifically to attract a mate of someone of equal vitality, sense of love, direction, and focus. I was like, why? I didn't think you were preening so much, but is putting your best foot forward. Yes, best foot forward. And you have reason to. I got someone in there who's got a big old heart space. Squishy, squishy. And you're like, yes. 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 It's looking like you have decided upon a course of action that says, I would like to showcase myself and everything, all my best attributes, because I'm connecting to someone special. And I'm feeling inspired by it. And I want them to see me that way. Yeah. It's great. So that Ace of Wands indeed is an Ace of Wands. That's great. You are showcasing, but in all the best ways. Strength of will, can do, look at me, I got it. Like that. I like it. I do. And the Spirit of the Fool is there. Well, now, I like it. Very good. Very good. You're like, I've got stuff to do other than to deal with that. I don't know who you have to give the silence to or possibly cut from your life. I just, I know it causes you a great deal of remorse to do so. But like a lot of people who make hard decisions, it's usually to free themselves from something that they know isn't working for them or good for them. And as one door closes, another opens. I don't know it's romantic. It doesn't have to be. I just know that in stopping with this or cutting it from your life, people free up energy. Almost always. I'm not saying it's easy. But then they turn their sights on to what they could be putting themselves into, what they feel, what they're drawn to. And you can only do that if you make space for it. And you want to make space for this. It's a huge imprint for you. You seem to know who it is. Someone who you say has a very generous heart. Loving. You're like, I want to be all open to that. Well, amen. So shall it be. Like I said, it looks like it's unfolding for you fiercely soon. Okay? Let's take a look at your Ace of Cups and see if you are ready. Or if there's still something lingering in there. What's up with that Ace of Cups? Let's see that Ace of Cups, please. Show me that Ace of Cups. Ooh, it's all but flying out my hands. Let's see that Ace of Cups, please. Excuse me. Show me that Ace of Cups. Yay, we're on a new adventure. We're on a new adventure. We're on a new adventure. Yay. Love it. The Magician, Judgment, Six of Swords. Oh. Okay. You know, you started to manifest this at the spiritual level the day you kind of started to leave things behind. When you made a judgment call to leave something behind in the Six of Swords is the day you started to manifest from the heart. And it seems to be coming through almost immediately. So it was a good judgment call. It's further in the past than what I'm looking at today. This is a decision that is behind you. But it was right for you. I emphasize the correctness of people's choices when I see them, because I want them to know what these kind of imperative decisions look like and how they actually play out in the 3D. Everything begins with the self. We make that decision from the inside. I need to do this difficult thing. At the time, perhaps all we feel is worry, consequence, what if I'm wrong, etc. But then our 3D starts to take a certain shape that suggests, indeed, there are consequences to choices, and many of them are good. That's why we have to do what's in our best interest. So whatever it is that you left behind, an old heart space for which I'm sure you used to renew over and over again. Think of it as an anniversary marker. When you stopped doing that, you started to manifest in a different direction almost immediately, and it's coming through. So I don't know what it is that you left behind. I don't know. But you're saying it was wrapped up in a fairly sizable lesson. You're like, I don't want to learn that lesson anymore. I do want to manifest from the heart. Excuse me. Let's push that a little further, please. Even the day you sort of started mentally leaving it behind, you saw other things for yourself, I believe. Yeah. It's not a vision, honey. That's 3D coming through. It's not a theory. It's not a proposed theory. That's coming through. Okay? That's probably one of the brightest Ace of Wands I'm going to see today. So for the fire signs, starting out with the passion when it concerns love and relationships, not a surprise at all. You start here with fire signs and then you jump over here to the Ace of Cups more often than not. Remember, fire is still feeling, you know? All right. Anything else, please, about the Ace of Cups we should know about? Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful. I am sorry for the Ace of Swords, but I'm also not. For some reason, it represents a hard choice, but it was good for you. Okay. All right. The Eight of Swords, Queen of Pentacles, the Hanged Man. Okay. There's been a concern here. You've had some insight about your comfort zone as it concerns your in-love energy. Part of the Hanged Man I see over here. You're going to have to be careful about questioning known entities. Something that about your comfort zone tends to be, for some of you, your trap for how you allow yourself to fall in love. It's kind of like saying go outside your norm a little bit. Okay? And that way we can prevent cuts like these in future. Just because we've known someone a long time doesn't mean they're for us forever. Whatever that is. Because that Hanged Man is tying back directly to that source of tension as it relates to one's comfort zone in love. Do you see how extensive the aces are? I said don't fall for the usual. Just because it's comfortable doesn't mean it's correct. Just because it looks like something that's familiar or your type doesn't mean it's a good standard. Be wary of the comfort zone, because those can become a trap. And if it's people have the tendency to fall for the same person over and over again, just in different forms, because we're not always aware of why we're doing that. Okay? It's usually to resolve other wounds that are prior to whoever it is you're connecting to. So we end up choosing the same person over and over again, wrapped in a different face. That's not everybody, but it happens quite a bit. It's kind of like saying in a very gentle way, don't fall in love with what you've always fallen in love with, because you will continue to get the same results. What was the common cause? Question your comfort zone, particularly as it relates to what you fall in love with and why. Question your comfort zone, and you will do better. Be guided by what feels right and has you stand up 10 feet tall, not have you wallowing in the mud, doubting yourself, or feeling, huh, this feels okay. This feels okay. I think I can open myself up to this, and just it feels so familiar to me. What is it that makes you feel largely independent and proud of yourself? That's the one I want you to connect to, because that means that connection is raising you up, not making you feel safe. The good connections challenge us appropriately to rise into ourselves, not ask us to diminish and feel safe and small. Okay? And then the poor connections might start here, but they could drag you downward. Okay, so question the comfort zone and the blindness to it as it relates to what you've fallen in love with prior and why. That way we don't have to do this lesson anymore. We don't want to do this again. Okay? Something came in sharply for you, and it's beautiful, and you want to stand up and claim it. That's how I know it's healthy for you. You're very attractive. Okay. FYI, for some of you, you have contrasting skin tone with someone. Okay? It's funny, I don't think I've ever really noticed that before. This is where, if I was using this one, it would have said your person may differ from you demographically or in terms of age, race, ethnicity. For some of you, your person in contrast might have a different skin tone than you. Other than that, I didn't get anything too specific. Other than that, you're very proud. More than pride. You want to stand up tall for this one. Whereas the other ones would have you be comfortable and sink down low. You don't want to do that. A lot to learn in that heart space. So, as this continues to develop and we transition that Fool to constant exposure to this, no matter what it is, I'm sure will eventually take precedence as a new cup for you. Okay, until then, look at those patterns, particularly as it relates to your in-love energy and who you've connected to in the past and why did they end up more or less the same. All right. Let's see that Ace of Pentacles. Let's see that Ace of Pentacles. Let's see that Ace of Pentacles. Oh, it took me down quite the road, didn't it? Let's see that Ace of Pentacles, please. Show me the Ace of Pentacles. Show me the Ace of Pentacles. It's a very gentle reminder and prodding. But it's a good one. Okay. All right, let's see that Ace of Pentacles, please. King of Pentacles, the King of Swords, and the Three of Wands. Oh, look at that. Look at this. I have two people agreeing to invest further into each other, to just do it slowly. But I have two heads of state here. Somebody's saying this from the practical point of view, and someone is saying this from the intellectual point of view. So here I've got, it's so interesting. I had two feminines and now I have two masculines. So when it comes to the practicals, you two share we got to be sensible though. And I respect that, I do. You know, it's a Three of Wands. It's like, it's a gentle sort of investment. In other words, it doesn't happen too fast. Okay? We still want to do things practically. We don't want to fall in love from a comfort zone point of view, but we do realistically want to build a very strong world, so let's take our time with it. We don't need to rush this. Someone's practically speaking this, and someone has intellectually arrived to the same conclusion that a little bit of Three of Wands here isn't bad. So that doesn't mean neglect the investment. That just means it's going to get stretched out a little bit in terms of frequency. Okay? But yeah, there's a brand new investment here, and two people are more or less working out the terms, if you will, about how it's built, what's put into it, and the pacing specifically. You both more or less agreed to be like, let's not rush into a logistical commitment right away. You know? Let's not start moving in after the first month. Let's let this build and shape it the way that we need it to, right? Which is beautiful. But nevertheless, I've never seen that way. It went straight into negotiations. It's making me laugh because I get it. I do. But you two went straight into negotiations. It's like, okay, we're both going to contribute, but at a pace that makes sense to us too. Okay? You will both be equal about how you give to this, but it's stretched out a little bit over time. And that happens. Just so long as you two are equally contributing, then you two are literally defining the terms for that relationship for once. That's all I care about. There's the terms right there. That's great. That's great. I don't blame you. You've had some lessons. They probably have too. Someone here is leading with their passion. Someone else leads with their heart. But when it comes to the practicals and the sensibles, you two are right up there. Right on. Okay. So long as the investment's taken seriously on both sides, I could care less about the frequency exchange. 9 of Cups, the Lovers, 6 of Cups. This is beautiful. This is someone who literally is going to have their cake and eat it too with this very special person. It's interesting. The love flow between you two is constant. It's easy. It's swift. Both people want this. Let me make this clear. At the emotional and sexual level, I'll go ahead and say it. We're all big people here. At least we should be. The emotional and sexual exchange, high. In terms of how it's connecting. It's fast, it's fluid, it's on point. At the practical level, okay? You two are like, you know what? We're both heads of state here. Let's enjoy what we're building between us. And then you and I, when it's time to put down the real bricks, we'll do it in equal divisions, okay? But let's please not rush it. I'm really want this emotionality built between you and I. This is the focus between you two. 6 of Cups, the Lovers, the 9 of Cups. Now, just so we're clear, this 6 of Cups I saw over here doesn't seem to be related. This is the one whom we are cutting out or going silent on. This is something else. It's powerful. And it says 2 people want it. 9 of Cups, wish fulfillment on both sides. The Lovers automatically makes it dual. This feeling of love and exchange that's open and free, you both have been longing for this for I don't know how long. So who this is to you, we kind of just up the ante quite a bit. I see you, I see them on the Ace of Wands. Opening up, being the Fool, trying to build something with this person. The emphasis here is on emotionality first, love first. 2 people show up of their own free will, which is the way it should be. In the emotional, spiritual, and like I said, the sexual exchange is quite high. There's something here about the reality that slows things down. I'm not sure why. I'm sure that there are specific reasons, but you both agree on it. That's all I care about. I want 2 heads of state consciously choosing how they build things together. That's all I care about. You know? But the investment is at the baseline. In other words, it's the real deal. You two agree on pacing. That's it. The emotional construct between you two is ridiculous. You're like, I just want to present my best self to this person. I want to be taken seriously. Oh boy. I don't know how you don't know that person. But they feel very different from what you're used to. But it's the kind of different that's good for you. They do not qualify for the comfort zone person. Nowhere near it. They're like you in here, where it counts. But they're very different than what you've known. That was a very strong reflection point for you. This one's going to be out of your norm. And they should be. You're like where it counts. And that is a fact. That's a fact. We're lovers, and that's a fact. We're lovers, and that is that. That's Heroes, of course. Bowie, famously. Oh, yes, indeed. The lovers are here. How long are you two waiting for this? Ooh. I don't know about waiting. I just see your presentation to the other, and it's hope. Starts out as hope. I'd like to have hope for this. Here's my most presentable self. And this person immediately presents a soft heart. Okay. Here we have speak your world into being. First quarter moon in Gemini. Speak your world into being. Some of you might have Gemini in your chart. I don't know. I haven't done theirs yet. But just in case, check theirs out when the time is right. Speak your world into being. That's what manifestation is. Speaking it. And then you get to act on it a little bit more. And then you see how it starts to fall into place. Speak your world into being. And it doesn't just apply to this situation, this one too. You have a strong truth in here that requires action. That is also speaking your world into being. I can't be connected to you, or I can't speak to you anymore. Okay? New moon in Virgo. Trust that all will be well. Okay? Let's do one more. Trust that all will be well. New moon in Virgo. Yeah. And full moon in Cancer. Let your fears dissolve. Whatever this is meant to be and to fall into line. And the last quarter moon in Capricorn. Leave the past behind. Whatever that comfort zone is no longer applies to you or your future. Capricorn, Cancer, Virgo, Gemini. You might have any of these in your chart of any potential influence between the past and the future. Okay? All right, Sag honey. This was great. I hope it helped you. Put in the comments. Take care. Be well.